Welcome back everybody, thank you for watching another video. So today we're going to find out which one of these three pistols are the best micro compact pistol of 2022. Now if you haven't had a chance to check out the review we did last year, I'll leave a link for it right up here, but we took 5 micro compact pistols and put them through some testing. We had the SIG 365 XL, Springfield Hellcat, Smith & Wesson Shield 2.0, the Ruger Max 9, and of course the Taurus Gx4. Last year's winner, I chose the Taurus Gx4 simply because it did everything else and had all the features that all of the other pistols had, but it did it for a lot less money. Really the only thing it was missing, which is not a huge thing for me, but might have been a big thing for you at the time, is that it was not milled out for a red dot. But this year, the Gx4 Toro is in the lineup. For this year's Roundup Challenge, we got the Smith & Wesson CSX, the Kimber R7 Mako, and of course the Taurus Gx4 Toro. Let's begin with the Kimber R7 Mako. Look at how beautiful that is. You know, one of the first thing I noticed is the texturing throughout the entire frame. That's a first that I've seen in the industry. And normally you don't have palm swells on the side panel, so it's very comfortable in the hand. Nice deep undercut so your finger can get way up there, and with this nice deep cut in the beaver tail area, very supportive when you're shooting. Very soft shooting pistol. Great sights, tritium, white ring in the back, orange in the front. When you have your dot installed, it just sits right on the front post. And this trigger is really good too, guys. Like the fact that it's a metal shoe. Have a look at the trigger here. Okay, a little bit spongy. But man, that is a loud, metallic breaking trigger. Nothing, I can hear that. Nothing plasticky about that. Right, here's a 10 rounder with the extension. No problems ejecting the magazine. Now, the only problems I have with this is that these magazines are expensive. They're like $40 for the extended round magazine. And it's a little bit large. Like, you look at how fat this is up front here and how it tapers out to the back. Let me get the CSX in here so you can see the size comparisons. It's a little bit big for me. All right. And I noticed that when I was carrying around the Gx4, it almost disappeared when I carried it appendix. And it was a lot easier for me to carry this around. So for that, even though I'm in love with this pistol, guys, if you're a bigger person, this might be for you. But it just was too heavy for me, too bulky to carry appendix for me. And for that reason, even though I know this is a wonderful pistol, I'd have to say that the Kimber R7 for my build is not for me. Moving on to the Smith & Wesson CSX. Ladies and gentlemen, look at that slickness of the black finish on that slide. Typical for Smith & Wesson. Beautifully done. And that right there just looks like a 1911. Got a hammer, beaver tail, rear safety, 3-dot system. Just screams 1911. Only thing is the thickness of this grip that throws it off a little bit. But you need it. When you're shooting a pistol of this size with a shorter barrel length, you need that thickness in the grip. That together with the beaver tail really helps support your hand when you're shooting a smaller pistol and helps you really control that muzzle rise when you're shooting quicker. Now when I saw this at SHOT Show, I fell in love with it. My only question was, is it going to have a trigger to match that 1911 look? Is the trigger going to be as good? And yeah, the trigger is okay, but it definitely is not 1911 like. In fact, on the reset, it has something that people refer to as a false reset. I don't exactly know what the term is, but let me show you what I'm talking about. The initial pull is fantastic, right? Not a lot of take up. You get it right there. Pulls real clean. But on the reset, if you really are trying to find it, it's not there. It's way out here. And then you pull it. Okay, I'll show it to you one more time. So initial pull, right, on the reset, not there, right there. And some people don't like the fact that it doesn't behave like a normal trigger. Now, if you're just picking up your cadence and you're shooting quicker, you're not going to notice it's there. But if you're kind of searching for it, then that's going to be a huge disadvantage. But as I mentioned before, I don't have an issue with the trigger. I think it's fine. And I don't even have an issue with there being no milled out slide for a red dot. My major issue is this rubber band back here. I think not only does it look cheap, but you can see that when I eject my magazine, it catches. Like I have to alter my grip in order for it to pop out all the way. But when you're doing your speed reload and you're tilting it sideways, that rubber band just catches on my hand. Now if I remove it, such a sloppy design. It flies out. Okay, it flies out. But I think this was just like a rushed detail, and you know it just doesn't. You know, the Kimber guys figured it out. You know, flush fit magazine without having this ridiculous cheap looking rubber band around it. So to me, that's a big issue. I could have maybe gotten past that if it ejected clearly, but sometimes, and most of the time when I do it, it just gets stuck. So for me, that's a major setback. I have to have the ability to have 100% reliability when I'm doing one-handed magazine changes. So for that reason, CSX out of the picture. And if you're counting my process of elimination, 2 minus 3 is 1, and the one winner this year is the Taurus Gx4 Toro. Again, guys, it's got all the features that all of the other pistols have, but it just gives it to you for a lower price tag. Optics ready, front and rear cocking serrations, nice big trigger guard, and you got to check out this trigger. All right, this is the same trigger as last year. Nice smooth take up to a real solid wall. It is not spongy. Nice clean break. Here's the reset. I'll kick it out for you. Back on it. Do that one more time. Right, nice smooth break up to the wall. Clean break, and back out. Beautifully done. These magazines are by Mako. Really inexpensive, $15 to $20. They got the conversion kits to take your 10 rounders to make them into extended rounds for like $4 or $5. And you can get these everywhere. And I don't have any issue with that flush fit. In fact, look at the detail. The flush fit goes right in there. Really like the grip angle. These are replaceable back straps. So comfortable in the hand. Again, just gives you everything you need. Once again, guys, my winner for the 2022 Micro Compact Roundup Challenge is the Taurus Gx4 Toro. Again, just extremely budget friendly and extremely comfortable for, well, at least the way that I'm built. I was able to wear this all day at a party, help them clean up tables, trash, all that. I just didn't even notice it was there. The Kimber, fantastic pistol. The only weakness for me is the size, and the CSX on the top. I had issues ejecting the extended magazine, and some people are not going to like that trigger. Well, alright guys, I hope that helps you with your purchasing decision if you're thinking about one of these three. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next video.